Hey guys, what's up? I am doing good. I hope all of you are as well. Just want to get on here and do my little message for today because I am worn out after all of the storm activity here in Chattanooga. I am ready to chill out. It was very hectic at my job. We had a tree fall, a couple of trees fall, and then a power line fell. There were sparks everywhere, and we just happened to have a backup generator. Lucky us, couldn't leave work early. I mean, we could have if we wanted to, but I chose not to. I wouldn't want to drive in that stuff anyway. I do not work close to where I live, so I decided to stay put and help the patients that were calling in and not make it worse on anyone else that was still hanging around. So anyway, just a lot of excitement with the storms today. I chose this topic today, and I've probably done it before. I don't know if I've done a whole video on it before. I'd have to go back and look. I have so many videos, and so many of them are private, and I haven't looked at them all in a long time. But that's good though. I am focused on moving onward and upward, and I am not focusing on the past whatsoever. But I chose this topic today to kind of piggyback on the narcissist thing without going in and giving the narcissist a full spotlight yet. But this is something that a lot of people deal with, and it's been the name of the game for me for a few years now. And I want to help others to feel that you are not alone. You're not alone in this. People do this to others everywhere for any reason. It catches fire. They think this is the way to get them, right? And if I don't get them, then the next person, they want to be the one to get them. So this will all make sense in a minute. But it used to be not as prevalent, and it is now. So it's gaslighting. And what made me think of doing this was I had a new follower today. And of course, if you show up as a follower that I can view, you have a channel or platform, or it just tells me your name, I'm going to go look at you. I'm going to see who you are. I'm just curious, right? I just want to know. I want to know if I can feel out whether it's genuine or you're a hater or a troll. So when I looked at this person's data, and I'm not saying this person's a hater or troll. They could be. They could not be. I'm not labeling them, but their demographic made me think of someone else in my recent past, mainly because they have mental health videos and they're from Birchwood, Tennessee. So that reminds me of old Brett Stevens. If you remember him from a few videos in the past, who I found out his real name is John. He doesn't even live here. He told me he was from Birchwood. A lot of little tidbits were true that he told me, but they weren't true in the way that he was saying them. And then he kept calling me, you're paranoid whenever I told him that I found out who he really was. And did he want to reintroduce himself? Because I'm not going to be fooled by all your lies anymore. I know exactly what your name is and who you are and where you live and all this stuff. He kept calling me paranoid because he didn't have anywhere else to go with it. I had backed him in a corner. But the old Birchwood thing kind of made me think about him. So hey John, how's it going? I hope you're having a better run at life than you were when you were trying to pull the wool over my eyes. But anyway, it reminded me of his old gaslighting tactics because they were short-lived, but he sure did give it a good go. But calling me paranoid like that was gonna make me question myself or make me feel paranoid. Well, I didn't. For one, I gave you my phone number. If I was so paranoid, I wouldn't have even wanted to talk to you at all. I wouldn't have wanted to give you a shot to be a good person, even though you failed. I hope one day you could still, resonate on this and resonate with this and change your ways. If not, I'll be praying for you from afar. But anyway, I wouldn't be out living my best life in the park every weekend if I was so paranoid. I wouldn't be at work. I wouldn't be doing anything. I'd be shivering and shaking in a corner if I was as paranoid as he wanted me to be, or paranoid at all. Like, I could care less. I live in my own little bubble. I don't care what anybody else is doing. They can do what they want. What you say doesn't mean that's what I am. I don't care how many times you repeat it. So Good day, sir. But a couple of places have reached out to me offering me housing assistance, but they happen to be uh, mental health facilities. The McNabb Center really wanted to get me into an apartment, sending me all kinds of listings, trying to get me excited about their assistance. And then the lady that was helping me with that left, and then someone else called trying to take her place and told me that she needed to do an intake. It's like, I will not be doing an intake with you. And then the next one was volunteer behavioral health. And they recently called and tried to get me to accept their assistance. But I had to admit that I had mental health issues and or a substance abuse problem. And I was like, no, I don't have either of those, so I won't be needing your assistance. Thanks for reaching out. My family and my ex-husband in the past had tried to go around telling everyone when I got divorced, how I've mentioned, they called me bipolar schizophrenic, and trying to get me mentally diagnosed and spread this rumor without me seeing anyone, but them claiming that I talked to someone about her, so they said she must be this. So in my mind, she's been diagnosed. I'm just going to tell everybody that she has it. I have dealt with it from all angles, and at one time I had actually hoped that if something were wrong with me, that would be better than all of these people that say that they love me and care for me actually wanting the worst for me and trying to cover up the truth about their lies. And when I say they, I don't mean they. I have names for them. I'm just not going to mention them on here for defamation reasons, but I mean my family and my ex-husband and his family. I have I have pinpointed the days, and I'm not talking about everyone as in a paranoid sense. I have names for all of them. So there's not very many. It's not everybody's out to get me. It's not what they want people to think about me. It doesn't fit their narrative. I don't fit their narrative. If anyone has spent time with me, they know the proof is in the pudding, and I am not mentally unstable. So I don't even have to speak about it, but I want to let you guys know that this happens to a lot of people. I do not think that I'm special in any way because I was chosen for my loved ones to try and do this to me. My ex-husband had cheated on me with several different women, and when I started to figure it out and call it out, be very vocal about it, this is when it started for me. I was on to something. I eventually got proof of it. They wanted to cover it up and him not to look bad, so this is how they chose to respond to me becoming aware of his adultery, okay? It will happen to you for many different reasons, and if it does, I want you to be able to recognize it and love yourself. Love yourself and separate yourself from these people that might be trying to gaslight you. They are low vibrational. They are not healed. They don't want you to heal. They want to hurt you more. This is abuse. And if anyone tries to participate in doing this to anyone at all, that is the most sad, malicious thing that you could do to someone else other than physically laying your hands on them. And I mean that. Anyone that's listening that has gaslit someone else or wants to try and diagnose them with a mental illness to cover up or just hurt them. It's abuse. Cover up for other people or to follow the instructions of other people that want to be malicious. For any reason that you might be doing this to anyone, it is the saddest existence that is known to man. And I'm calling each and every one of you out right now. If you have gaslit someone, if you have tried to be manipulative and you have tried to go around and discredit someone because of your faults that you don't want to be accountable for, please go work on yourself. Please pray to God to ask Him to guide you in finding the right path to get on and stay there, okay? So this is for my lovelies Those aren't haters or trolls that might go through this in the future or are going through this currently or have already gone through this, because it's a very real thing. And I love you so much. I love myself, and I don't want anyone to have to suffer unnecessarily with this type of abuse being done to you, okay? My ex used to say that his mother was the biggest gaslighter there is, and I've seen her gaslight a little bit, but nothing compared to him. So he may have learned it from her, but he is damn sure trying to perfect it with every breath he takes. So this happens slowly. It's very deliberate. It is for power and control. It's manipulation, and it's meant to distort your reality, okay? I just came up with a few bullet points offline. So it started as a template that someone else created, and I added my own little tidbits from experience with it. So I hope all of you really take this in to learn to recognize it and separate yourself from these people as fast as you possibly can, because it is not love, and you need to grow closer to God and love yourself. That's the main thing that you need to do if you realize that this is happening to you. So here we go. Number 1, blatant lies. They will lie for no reason. They can't even keep up with all their lies. There's not even a good reason to lie. They'll just lie, lie, lie. They're habitual liars when they try these gaslighting tactics. It's very easy for them to do. They've done it so many times. They have long crossed that threshold. It is like blinking to them, okay? A lot of times I caught my ex in lies that didn't even matter, lied about things that didn't even matter, but he just couldn't stop. It's just creating a habit at some point, and they just can't stop it. So this is used to create self-doubt. They want you to be uncertain of the simplest, smallest things. Every little thing, they want to make you doubt yourself. Number 2, deny, deny, deny. Things you know to be facts, they will deny. They want the burden of proof to be on you to provide. Question your memory, increasingly question your reality, and they want you to swap your version of reality with their version of reality that they come up with. Number 3, using what you love against you. Your jobs, your kids, your pets, anything that you are known to hold near and dear. You love your kids, they'll make it look like you're a bad parent. You love your job, they'll discredit the work that you do. I was told often by, not to my face, but behind my back to where it would get to me, by my ex-husband and my uncle to get a real job. And I had a real job. I was very successful at it. If you love your pet, you can't have access to them. They're going to block you from your kids or your pets, because I know a lot of people, their pets are their children. Number 4, losing your sense of self. Loving the abuser more than you love yourself. I talked about this yesterday. You have to love yourself fiercely and fill your own cup first before you fill the cups of others. For one, you don't have anything to give, and 2, you don't want to deflate when they take their love away or it's inauthentic, right? So love yourself. They want you to lose your self-confidence. I have enormous self-confidence. I know that I can do anything because I have God with me. And you need to believe that too. It's true. It's always true. It's never going to change. If God is for us, who can be against us? I am a firm believer in that. It has been proven to me time and time again. No one will ever convince me differently. So start putting it to the test, and you will see too. God will show up and show out, period. They want to wear you down, hoping that you become a shell of your former self. Number 5, words versus actions. They will tell you things like, I just want you to get better. This is something my ex's mother did say to me when my family was trying to gaslight me during this meeting with my aunt and my uncle and my ex-husband and her, she just kept looking at the ceiling. She would not make eye contact with me. She wouldn't say anything until the meeting was over. And then it was, we just want you to get better. There was nothing wrong with me. They were trying to get me to sign my house away to him, telling me that there would be no equity in it, and that it was a bad decision for me to try and go to court and fight for it. And I fought for it, and I won, and it ended up making over. We made $90,000, $80,000 off of that house. So if I had just signed it over to him, he would have gotten all of that. But there was no equity in it, right? I mean, there was a whole bunch of bullying that went on in that meeting, and that's why she couldn't look at me. She didn't have it in her to do it, but she sure had it in her to gaslight me at the end and tell me that we just want you to get better. They will say things like, I love you. I've been told I love you a lot by people that don't really love me, that they want to work on this, that they want to try again to make things better, make things right, but their actions will not reflect that at all. They will contradict everything that they say by doing the opposite. Number 6, love and flattery, aka love bombing, like we were talking about yesterday. Loading you up with gifts and trips, surface level attempts to satisfy your love language, which, if it's someone close to you, they very well know what your love language is. I think my ex even bought me a love language book so that he could figure out what it is, and that way he could love bomb me even better, because he didn't know at first, and I'd never told him, so he wanted to narrow it down. And his love bombing attempts, it was never genuine, authentic love. So it's just manipulation. Love bombing is manipulation, plain and simple. It's not genuine. They want to tear you down and build you back up again, trying to convince you that they aren't an abuser. This is not that. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Don't ignore the red flags. Number 7, confusion. Trying to cause constant confusion, leaving you desperate for clarity. It's a vicious cycle to keep you stuck, and as it continues, their power increases and your power decreases. So get far away from them. The best way to deal with a narcissist or anyone gaslighting you is to go no contact. 8, projecting. I've done a whole video on projecting, so we've talked about this a lot. Examples are, they're lying to you, but they call you a liar. They are cheating, but then they try to say that they think that you're cheating. This is so the victim constantly needs to defend things that they have not done. Just like in the video with my uncle and his ex-girlfriend, and at the end you'll notice that she tries to say that she's trying to bully me, and I say try because she never succeeded. I could care less. She was not a factor, and she's still not a factor, but examples exist within her behavior where at the very end she's trying to ask me why I don't like her. She knows why I don't like her. She's trying to push me for that reaction that she wants to draw out of me so that she can see, look, she is what I said that she was, when I just went no contact and went silent. I just stopped talking. But at the very end of the video, she says, is it mental illness? And then he tries to wave her off, like, no, don't talk about that, because that was their whole angle from the beginning. Don't blow our cover. Don't blow our narrative. As if it hadn't already been used that way for years. Like, their blueprint is so clear. I think this is the only thing that they know how to do. And it's obviously worked on other people because it's been reinforced, right? So they go back to it. It's tried and true. Number 9, you're crazy. Welcome to my world, even though I took a psychological evaluation and I was found to not be diagnosed or showing any at all characteristics of mental illness. Still, they will try and peddle this narrative. They will go out to everyone and peddle this script that they've created to spout to everyone over and over and over until they think they've convinced other people that it's true. But the difference is a lot of people have met me. Let people experience you. Don't close yourself off, because soon people will start to realize that once they have experienced your energy and they know you, and you let them get to know you, that it has no weight, it holds no water, the narratives that they try to peddle, because they will see you. The proof is in the pudding. They will see you. They will know you not to be this person that they say that you are. So let people experience you. This is when my aunt tried to do this to me years ago. She would try to go to my grandmother and tell her things, and for months I would just spend time with my grandmother so that she would see that I was not what my aunt tried to say I was, and there was nothing to worry about. And in the end, she would not side with her because she had seen everything that she said was a lie. So just like documenting things, let people get to know you, the real you. Let them experience the truth and let them see what you exude, who you are, without having to explain anything to them, that the stories they hear are lies, okay? They're just invented so that you will believe their side, that you will believe the stories and the narratives that they've come up with to discredit you. They want you to question your own sanity, searching for clarity, etc. They will tell other people you're crazy. This is constant theme right now for me, but I don't need to worry about that because I have God. I just worry about me. I worry about I don't worry, but I spend my energy on myself. I spend my energy on working my job. I spend my energy on spending time with my son, talking to him when I can, and working towards the goal of getting him back. Anything else to me right now is irrelevant. So I want you guys to stay focused, stay on your path, separate yourself from these people, get closer to God, and isolate from the negative energies and these low vibrating people. Grow closer to God, pray about it, don't worry about anything. Get on your path, pray for your purpose, and you stay there. You just keep putting that work into yourself, into your life, making it better. Healing. You're not there to heal them. You're not there to argue with them and set them straight. Just cut them off and keep it moving and make yourself the star of your own show. Number 10, everyone else is a liar. Zero accountability for their own actions, trying to blur your sense of reality, increase your dependence on them, and isolate you from other people. So they will try to tell you that, oh, this person doesn't like you, that person doesn't like you. This is a good one. Everybody thinks this about you. That's something that's big for a narcissist to say when they're trying to isolate you or make you feel gaslit. Well, everyone is saying it. Well, everyone knows. Well, everyone has trying to make it seem like they have an army behind them, because they've gone around to a lot of people and they've tried to make them believe it. And whether they do or not, they will throw everyone that they've gone around to into their arguments like they have this army of support, when in reality, these people probably don't even know what to think. Half of them probably think this person is crazy, because why are they wasting their energy going around like a child, trying to gather support for their cause, when I don't even care. I'm focused on my own life over here. You keep that stuff over there. I don't need to know about your life or what you think this person is doing or what they haven't done. They probably don't even care, but they're trying to draw them in. They're trying to influence them with the narrative. They probably don't care. Some people, low vibrating people, if they're getting something off of it, if they're feeding on that, then yes, they might believe them. But those are not your people. Those are not your people. So you go somewhere else and you continue to grow, right? That's what I want for you guys. That's my message for today. Don't let that stuff bring you down. Don't get stuck in it. Love yourself. Don't choose to love anyone else more than yourself. You isolate yourself. You pray, you stick with God, you let Him guide you through your intuition, use your discernment, cut them off. Cut them off and separate yourself. That is the best piece of advice that I can give you if you feel like you have been gaslit or you are being gaslit, or just red flags for the future. If you think somebody might be trying to lead you down that road, recognize it, cut them off, continue down your path, find your purpose, love yourself fiercely, and say toodles, because you are worth way, way more than that. I love you. God loves you. You're never alone. Bye, guys.